Hey, what's going on? This is Lewis, and I want to welcome you back to the Wear Your Kicks channel. Today, we're going to review a pair of Jordan 1s. We're going to get into some sneaker news, a couple restocks, some possible drops that are coming up. Also, I got a question for you. When you look at sneakers, do you see dollar signs or do you see actual shoes? Let's get into it. All right, so let's get into some sneaker news. First up, we have another Panda Dunk restock. Now this restock is happening February 14th, Valentine's Day. Do you have a pair yet? Now, I have a pair of Panda Dunk highs. I'm going to be passing on the lows because that shoe's just been too difficult to catch. It's like trying to catch a damn rare Pokemon or something. Also, this is going to be the 10th year for Nike's coveted Air Max Day. Now this is supposed to be happening in March of 2023. There's an interesting shoe dropping during that time period, and that is the Nike Air Max Plus. Now, if you take a look at that shoe on the insoles, Nike decided to reverse the swoosh. I wonder what that's about. Well, hopefully we'll find out more news on that shoe as time goes on and we get closer to Air Max Day. And if you don't know what Air Max Day is, I'll be talking about it in a future video. Now, the last shoe I want to talk about is a sneaker that was made to commemorate one of the greatest rappers of all time. I'm talking about notorious Biggie Smalls and the Biggie Small 13s. Have you heard this shoe? I had neither until a couple of days ago. So this shoe actually came out, or let me back up. This shoe was made back in 2017. Now, what's significant about that is 2017 would have been Biggie Small's 45th birthday. And if you know anything about Biggie Smalls, he's one of many rappers that unfortunately died way too early. This shoe is being auctioned off starting at $1, and the auction is going to close on February 3rd. Now, the size run went from size 7 to 13, but there was only 23 total pairs made. Now, you go after this shoe, best believe you're going to be paying a pretty penny to try to get it. If you are, good luck. I don't have that kind of bread, so guess what? It's a pass for me, but hey, it's a cool shoe. So it's been about 26 days into the new year, and I have yet to cop a pair of kicks. That is until now, where I have the Jordan 1 True Blues. Now, the True Blues are definitely a pair that I feel as though it's clean. These are clean pair. Now I went ahead and laced up the blue laces on the left shoe and the white laces on the right shoe. Now overall, my opinion is these are really clean and nice kicks. I mean, honestly, listen, I'm a sucker for Jordan 1, so it's not hard for me to fall in love with a pair of Jordan 1s. But if I had to give you my overall opinion on these, personally, I feel as though the white laces give it a better pop than the blue laces. And these blue laces, they actually are kind of faded, you know, much like the black laces were on the Visionaries. Let me go ahead and grab that for you real quick. All right, so these are the Jordan 1 Visionaries, aka the highlighter ones, whatever it is you want to call them. I mean, I really like these. I mean, they're different, and I do like different. But as I was saying before, the laces on these are kind of faded. You might be able to see that okay in the camera, but just like these are kind of faded as well. But overall, like I was saying before, this is just a really clean shoe. I do like the embossed logo, much like the Jordan 1 Reimagined High Chicago's. I have a pair of those as well. At some point, they'll make it onto the channel, but I'm sure you guys have seen that who knows how many damn times at this point. But, the great thing about these is they actually remind me of how my mocha backs are built, And my mocha backs, which I have right here, I put the white laces in them as well. And yes, I have worn these a few times. But, the way the color blocking is, it's almost similar, to the True Blues, you know. But the difference is obviously there's no black on this shoe, and this shoe has black all over it, and then they put the mocha back nubuck or suede on here. Now obviously on these the Wings logo is different, but you know, like I was saying before, man, like I personally feel as though, you know, when I saw this shoe, I just couldn't stop looking at it. You know, I fell in love with it, and I was like, man, I was trying to hold off and not buy any kicks in the month of January, but you know, these kept calling my name, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna be upset if at some point down the line this shoe skyrockets and just puts it in a place where I'm just like, man, I wish I had caught back then. But, you know, tell me what you think down in the comments. You know, is this a shoe you copped? Did you like it? Are you waiting for it to go on sale? Are you holding off because, you know, we're just coming off of the holidays and you're trying to build back up your money, which was really my plan. But unfortunately, yeah, that plan didn't work out too well, as you can see. But again, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. All right, now something I asked earlier. When you look at sneakers, do you see dollar signs or do you actually see shoes? And I asked that to say this. A lot of times people think differently. And you know what? Everyone's entitled to their own thoughts. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But I feel as though that we should stop knocking people who actually want to wear their kicks just because we know that that shoe actually sells kind of high on the resale market. Not everybody thinks like that. Not everybody cares, okay? You care about it, fine. That's more of a reseller thing. But the masses aren't really in to resell from the perspective of, hey, I'm trying to make some money off this shoe. These shoes were built to play basketball in. They weren't really built for us to just buy, sell, and trade all day long and not actually put on feet. So, you know, with me and this channel is about wearing our kicks. And hopefully you're following me and watching this video because you're a like-minded individual as I am. You want to wear your sneakers. I love wearing my sneakers. I love going out, seeing other people wearing a nice shoe. And you know what? It's great to go ahead and get into conversation with that person about the shoe they have on, because I can't tell you I know about every sneaker there is out there in the world. I love learning about kicks that I haven't seen before. I love learning about the history of some of these shoes. I love hearing the stories of how people cop shoes. But if you never actually wear your sneaker outside of like a sneaker show, you know, how are you to get into those conversations? You can't find everything on the internet. At some point in time, you got to leave your house. You know, there's a whole world out there, a whole world of people who are wearing their shoes and they have stories to tell, great stories to tell. And maybe you have some of your own stories that you want to tell about copping shoes. But, you know, not everything needs to be surrounded by a dollar figure. Those are just my thoughts. I'm speaking out on this because I feel as though these conversations need to be had in order to help make the sneaker community a better place for everyone to enjoy. Because at the end of the day, it is for everyone to enjoy. So guys, as always, stay true, stay in the moment, and don't forget to wear your kit.